Aloha, I'm Kelly Nakahara, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, huge mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. Hurricane Ian slammed into Cuba today as a Category 3 storm and is on track to intensify as it makes its way to Florida. The U.S. National Hurricane Center said Cuba suffered significant wind and storm surge impacts when Ian made landfall with sustained winds of 125 miles per hour. The storm is predicted to get bigger and stronger as it passes over the warm Gulf of Mexico. Authorities have ordered 2.5 million people to evacuate in Florida as the state braces for impact. Forecasters don't know where Ian will touch down, but damage to a wide area of Florida is expected. Tropical storm-force winds were anticipated across the southern peninsula late today, ahead of hurricane-force winds on Wednesday. A hurricane warning currently covers about 180 miles of Florida's west coast and includes major cities like Tampa and St. Petersburg. A U.S. Coast Guard ship on patrol in the Bering Sea spotted a small fleet of Chinese and Russian vessels near an Alaskan island this month. The Kimball, a Honolulu-based cutter, came across a guided missile cruiser from China about 86 miles north of Kiska Island on September 19th. It was joined by 2 other Chinese naval ships and 4 Russian vessels that were seen stealing information before they split up. The ships followed international rules, but the Coast Guard said the Kimball will continue to monitor the area. The encounter came a month after NATO warned about China's interest in the Arctic and Russia's military buildup there. This isn't the first time that Chinese naval ships have been spotted near Alaska waters. Last September, Coast Guard cutters encountered Chinese vessels about 50 miles off the Aleutian Islands. Residents in 3 of the 4 occupied areas of Ukraine have voted to join Russia. Pro-Moscow officials say votes from the regions of Zaporizhia, southern Kherson, and Luhansk were overwhelmingly supportive of the referendum. Similar results from the Donetsk region were expected later today. The ballots asked residents whether they wanted the areas to be incorporated into Russia. The U.S. and its Western allies do not view the vote as legitimate. The results will likely be used as a pretense for annexation, which could happen as soon as Friday. Russia relied on a similar strategy to annex Crimea in 2014. Meanwhile, President Vladimir Putin's partial mobilization of reservists has touched off protests and mass immigration out of Russia. In Kazakhstan, 98,000 men reportedly crossed into the country over the past week, and the European Union's Border and Coast Guard Agency said 66,000 Russians entered the 27-nation bloc last week. A 20-year-old Honolulu man has been arrested in connection with a bomb threat at an elementary school in Koloa. Koloa Elementary School received a phone call at about noon on Monday from a man who said a bomb was set to detonate at the end of the school day. The Kauai Police Department's bomb squad, American Medical Response, and Kauai Fire Department responded to the call. Police helped evacuate students and conducted a full sweep of the grounds. No device was found. The suspect who made the threat was located Monday afternoon and arrested on suspicion of terroristic threatening. Meanwhile, a 47-year-old diver has died after being found unresponsive in waters off Maui's Nakalele Point on Sunday. Fire crews and ocean safety personnel responded to a report of a missing diver at about 9:30 Sunday morning. Ocean safety located the diver, who was taken to Honokohau Bay. Medics administered the life-saving treatment to the man, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. Seabird fallout season is officially underway. The Hawaii Wildlife Center is asking the public to help get grounded fledglings flying again. During fall and winter, young seabirds emerge from the burrows and head out to sea for the first time. Guided by moonlight, seabirds can be disoriented by artificial lights and end up circling around them until they fall from exhaustion or collide with structures. Once on the ground, they're highly vulnerable to predators, starvation, or cars. Urban environments are especially dangerous for seabirds. Several hundred are downed on Oahu every year. Hawaii Wildlife Center will send a team of specialists from the Big Island to Oahu in October to assist with downed seabirds and establish a new satellite center at the Honolulu Zoo. The nonprofit Rescue and Rehabilitation Center is also looking for volunteers to transport injured seabirds to rescue centers. For more information on how you can help, visit StarAdvertiser.com. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.